Yeah, hi, good morning. We're doing this for documentation purposes only. Let us now establish as to why we have a Zoom room open. So we have a Zoom room open primarily because for the class of IE 186P for week number 7, we have to follow instructions. So we provided the people that we wanted to see and the Zoom link. So that being said, we just want to frame time and date. So I see 3 people in the Zoom room. I will now be admitting them. Hi, Gilan. Good morning. Gilan, good morning. Gilan, good morning. Gilan, good morning. Gilan, good morning. Yeah, good morning, Mr. Reyes. Good morning. Can you hear me?
Good morning, sir.
Yeah,
Yes po.
hi. Oh, yes. Good morning. Yes, Mr. Reyes. What can I do for you? Everything's okay from your end?
Sir, yung mga meetings po ba is for end-term project consultation?
Yeah, mostly. Yeah, why? What's the situation?
I'm planning to maghanap po, mag uh, come up with a new proposal po sana.
Okay. Why? What happened?
Um, much bet, parang mas better po ata if maghanap po ako ng related sa logistics po.
Okay, sige.
So
What
I'm
was your ano
plan
ba? What was your original plan ba?
na parang small business lang po yung original plan.
Okay. Sige.
Pero I talked to my dad and meron daw po siyang kakilalang tracking service.
Wow, okay, that's good.
So, kung baka po sa tracking company na lang po
Okay, teka muna. So when you
mag-conduct.
say
Mm,
trucking company, ano siya? Can you describe it a bit?
tracking services lang po. Mga nagde-deliver, mga rumerenta ng truck drivers.
Sino yung usual nilang ano? Sino yung usual nilang ah
Clients po.
yes.
Mga, yung mga nagpapala last mile delivery and yung mga nagpapadala sa mga grocery ganun po, sa mga 7-Eleven.
Okay. Sige. Sige muna. So, aningin lang natin Klaruhin lang natin. So, in essence, meron silang, meron silang lugar where pinapark nila yung ano,
Yung trucks po.
yung
Yes.
in essence may garahe sila.
Yes po.
Okay, sige. So
So,
anong klaseng mga ano to? Anong klaseng mga trucks siya?
mm, mga ano lang po. Hindi naman po yung masyadong malaki. Pero they offer different sizes po.
Okay,
Uh,
so mga ano to, mga six-wheeler, mga closed van, parang gano'n.
Six-wheeler, close van. Yes
Okay.
po.
Okay, sige. Maganda
Tas-
yan. Maganda
Tapos
yan.
po, ang siguro po, ang pwede ko po tulungan is like, when it comes to their transportation network na lang po.
Actually, marami kang pwedeng ano.
Kahit
Marami kang,
facility rin po.
marami actually. Kasi kung trucks yan, for sure, nagme-maintain sila ng trucks kasi, di ba? Trucks di ba? So
Yes
that's
po.
probably one of the things that I also have to consider is the maintenance of the trucks. Kasi siyempre kapag yung trucks hindi umaandar o may sira, they could not use it. If they could not use it, yun, wala silang wala silang billing, parang gano'n, 'di ba? Meaning, yun ang dahilan why we wanted to have first, sorry, let's just go back a bit. Ah, Yang making sure lang na we have a clear understanding about how they actually make money, ano, 'di ba? Yan, how they make money. Kasi kung sila ay truck, siyempre, hindi ko alam na, baka mamaya meron silang kontrata. Pero in essence, kapag hindi umaandar yung truck, walang biyahe, wala silang billing, di ba? So, very important sa kanila na the trucks are properly maintained. So, yun. Okay yan. Ako, I would even go have a go at it para maging maganda yung approach mo. Sige.
Ayun lang po. Ang concern ko lang po, ano po sa tingin niyo po na itulong, pwede ko po sila tulungan in what way po?
Okay, sige. Sige, teka
Kasi
lang. Yeah, go ahead. Kasi,
yung, yung mga usual majority po ng mga trucks nila is mga L300 ganun po.
mhm,
Tapos may onting six-wheeler naman po na close van din. Yun naman po yun po yung mga ino-offer nila. Tapos po, yung nakita ko lang po so far na problem is mahirap po sila kontakin. Ang ano lang po, Facebook page. Ta- Sa mga Facebook group lang po,
mhm.
nagpo-post. Yun po.
Teka lang. Ganun rin natin to. Teka lang ha. Hindi, wait lang, wait. Let me get into my scheme of things. Teka lang. Teka lang. Teka lang. Teka lang. No, so your challenge is you don't know where to start. Is that what you're saying?
Uh, Somehow po, yes.
Okay. Sige. So ako, ang clear suggestion ko, kasi ganito yan. As an IE kasi, that's the beginning of, that's where everything begins with. You don't know how to do it. So this is
Mm.
how you do it. This is how you do it, no? Para meron kang framing. Kasi ang pinaka number one na kailangan maintindihan ng isang industrial engineer working or wanted to work on a particular project for a particular company, tapos parang niligay ka lang doon, is yung pinaka number one talaga is for you to really clearly understand how is these people making money. Papaano sila gumagawa ng pera. Okay? Now, bakit importante na maintindihan yun ng tao? Kasi kapag hindi yun naiintindihan ng tao o ng IE, they will be misaligned with ownership. Ibig sabihin, they will be misaligned with the people who owns the company. Okay? Kasi siyempre, yung isang kumpanya, it begins with, meaning the reason why they put up a business is because they want to make money, right? I mean, they want to earn, di ba? It's a living for them. Okay, that's how they make a living, so to speak. So kailangan very clear muna yung understanding mo nun. Okay. Pag naging klaro na yon sa'yo, okay, the next step would be now, okay, so sa lahat ng natutunan ko sa pag-aaral ko sa Mapua, I will now take a look on each of the drivers, facilities, inventory, transportation, information, pricing, and sourcing. Okay? So, unang tanong, anong meron doon sa facilities nila? How they handle their facilities management? That impedes them from making money? That's the first question. So, kailangan sagutin mo muna yon. What is it about their facilities, how they manage their facilities, that somehow impedes them from making money? Next, what is it about inventory that impedes them in making money? What about transportation? What about how they handle information? How about pricing? How about sourcing? So paisa-isa mo 'tong tinitingnan, itong framework na 'to, paisa-isa mo tinitingnan 'yan. At tinatanong mo sa konteksto ng iyong napiling company, okay, papaano nila hina-handle ang facilities, inventory, transportation, information, pricing and sourcing that impedes them from making money. Tulad for example, no, ako, high level lang ang pagkaka-appreciate ko kasi dito. Meron kang truck, di ba? Okay, so
Yes po.
yun ang business nila. May truck sila. Tapos yung truck nila na to, as we were saying, sir, naggagawa sila ng pera based on their price, you multiply it, ilang beses siya nagkaroon ng biyahe. Tama?
Yes po.
Ganyan lang naman kasimple yan eh. Ilan yung biyahe, tapos magkano yung presyo per biyahe. So tanongin ko sa'yo ngayon, anong ginagawa nila sa facilities nila, sa inventaryo, transportation, information, that impedes or nagpapaliit dito? Kaya mo masasabi, sir, yung pricing kasama dyan. Question, papaano nagkakaroon ng isang biyahe ang isang truck? Sige,
Kap-
good.
kap-
Papaano?
Kapag may
I'm sorry? Yes. Kapag may
rumirenta po.
rumerenta o may rumerenta, yun lang ba?
Hmm, pag may dinideliver,
Oo nga, okey lang yun. Ibig sabihin kapag pag tama may rumerenta, may nag-utos sa kanila, ayun 'di ba? May nag-demand, tama?
yes po,
Okey. Papaano kung sira?
walang biyahe po.
Precisely. So, ibig sabihin, when you talk about biyahe, dalawang bagay ang tinitingnan. Meron bang rumerenta? At yung pangalawang titingnan mo, umaandar ba yan? So,
Yes.
'di ba? So, doon sa pangalawang tanong na umaandar, diyan pumapasok ngayon yung inventaryo.
Ah, sir, yung inventory po, like, does it mean na kung ilang trucks available,
O
ilan
ilang
po yung
trucks?
sira?
Yes, at saka papaano nila mini-maintain yan? Ang trucks kasi may consumable, 'di ba? Consumable ng trucks, gulong. Aandar ba ang isang truck ng walang gulong?
Mhm.
Ha? Kaya
Hindi
ko
po.
nga sinasabi sa'yo, depende kasi sa konteksto ng business, 'di ba? Kasi sa atin, sa IE, typical kasi ng tinuturo sa inventory management, ano yun eh, merchandise, products, di ba? Basic yun, di ba? Kino-compute natin. O product ABC, di ba? Ganun ang usual sa inventory management na turo, di ba? Tama ba?
Yes po.
O, pero hindi siya ini-explain sa atin o sa inyo na yung truck, uy, you have to maintain a certain level of inventory para umandar yan. Like what? Di ba? Gulong. Next one. Ano pang inventory yung pinag-uusapan natin sa truck? Sir, gasolina.
Hmm.
Are you familiar with the term pinapaihi? Alam mo ba 'yon? Pinapaihi niyo naman 'yan, eh. Now, medyo barag yung lengguwahe, pero sa isang trucking company kasi 'pag sinasabi mong pinapaihi, siyempre yung truck para umandar kailangan may gasolina, tama?
Yes po.
Okey. 'Pag pinapaihi ang ibig sabihin ninanakaw mo yung gasolina na nandodoon sa truck. So kung ikaw, supply chain management person ka sa isang trucking company, one of the inventories that you have to watch out is gasolina. Kasi you need gasoline in order for your trucks to be of use. Tama?
Yes. Yes.
So, I'm just stating certain scenarios for you para ma-appreciate mo kung ano ibig sabihin ng framework natin within the context of a trucking company. Kasi sa ibang company, iba naman yung konteksto nila. That's what I'm saying to you. Na una muna, kailangan maintindihan mo how they make money. So klaro naman sa atin, di ba? Ang ibig sabihin ng making money sa isang trucking company is that you have a price, you multiply it sa number ng biyahe nila. Ganun lang kasimple ang making money dyan. So ang question mo is, paano mo i-ensure na may biyahe? So I explained to you na, hey, you better watch out the inventory. Ano yung ibig sabihin ng inventaryo sa konteksto ng trucking company? The inventory of the trucks. Ilan sa kanila ang fully functioning? Ilan sa kanila na at any given time pwedeng umandar? Di ba? Tapos, kung yan ay properly maintained, so sample, pinag-uusapan natin dyan, mga motor oil, mga ganun eh. Basic naman kasi yun eh. Yung kanilang mga gulong, is it properly maintained? So, yun. Parang ganito ako, ang suggestion ko ganito. So, aside from the kwento that I gave you, ito, Sir, gumamit ka na. So, anong gagamitin ko? gumamit ka ng AI, ng artificial intelligence. Like eto, sir. Simple prompt lang. Ito yung gamit kasi sa atin eh. In-upload ko lang yung silabay natin ha. Ilagay natin, you are a trucking company that wish to improve its business performance. What are the typical watch outs and challenges for a trucking company? By real world. So ako, wala akong problema na gumamit ka ng ng artificial intelligence and Gemini and ChatGPT and all of those stuff. Wala akong problema diyan. Yung hinihingi ko lang sa inyo is that you have to be able to contextualize it within the context of the company that you have chosen.
Sir, let's may question lang po. Let's say, kunwari po, tao yung problema nila.
Mm.
So, under what logistical driver po siya?
Hindi, pag taong pinag-uusapan natin doon, so you're talking now about inventory. Tao kasi sa kanila, sa konteksto ng tracking, inventory yun. Kailangan may driver ka, kailangan may pahinante ka. Di ba?
So, if uh,
Di ba? Ayun, nakalagay.
under inventory.
Hmm. Kaya
Okay.
ako sinasabi sa'yo na very, very important sa'yo yung konteksto eh. Di ba? Kasi sa iba, they will not even consider driver as a inventory. Di ba? They will not. Pero sa konteksto ng isang truck, tracking company, manpower is considered as an inventory. Kasi kapag walang driver, kahit umaandar yung sasakyan mo, kahit may demand, may problema ka. Di ba? Like ito, I meaning, basic kasi ito sa sa mga trucks eh. Yung mga drug addict dyan sa drivers, meron talaga eh. Question, sir, bakit drug addict? They're taking up shabu. Bakit, sir, bakit may ganun? Eh kasi naglo-long drive yan, sir. Naglo-long drive yan, 18, 20. Kaya ko tinatanong sa'yo kung anong klaseng truck eh. Kasi kung pinag-uusapan natin mga long drive, mga 12, 16 hours, ganon. Sir, nakakapagod yun. Minsan, hindi enough na umiinom sila ng Sting. Alam mo yung ganon? Meron talaga they really take, ayun nga, they really take pharmaceuticals, ang tawag nila. Kaya sa mga trucking company, basic yung nagpapadrug test ng mga drivers nila para malaman nila. Kasi mahirap din naman yun na kapag, di ba, they're under the influence of drugs. Tapos nagda-drive sila. Oh, di ba? Parang mabangga yan. Di ba?
Yes.
Yes, sure may insurance yan, may ganon, may ganon. Pero at the end of the day, kung nakapatay yan, konsensya mo pa, di ba? You know what I mean? So yeah. O kung gusto mo pang ilagay diyan, pwede mo ilagay na if we are using facilities, inventory. Ako, I never forget, ano eh, you ask for provide example. Ayan. Pero,
Yes po.
okay. Now, siyempre, ang binibigay kasi sa'yo ng ano, parang tulad ng I shared this already. Pagdating kasi sa artificial intelligence, so sa ganito, siya ay machine learning, di ba? So, ang machine learning kasi, ah, kinikater niya siyang katutak na data. Magbibigay yan ng data under the X-bar. Kaso ang gusto na kasi natin mangyari, the reason why I'm asking you to validate it kung nag-i-exist yan sa company that you are studying. Kasi baka mamaya yung company nyo nandito sa labas ng X-bar. Baka mamaya hindi totoo sa kanila yan. Or pwede din naman kasing totoo sa kanila, di ba? Hindi, wala namang problema. Pero very important nga na i-validate mo. Kaya ang framework natin, yung approach natin pagdating sa pagpapagawa, okay, sa pagpapagawa ng end-term project, our approach is, eto, kasi ayaw natin na gumawa ka lang ng project just for the sake of gumawa ka ng project. I really want your output to be situated doon sa konteksto ng company na pinili mo. Okay? And this is for everybody on the call. And this is everybody. Okay. Okay. And this is everybody from the call, in the call. Um, sa panahon kasi natin ngayon, ah, sige. Sa panahon kasi natin ngayon, even us who are practitioners, binabago din kasi namin kung paano namin ginagawa yung trabaho namin. Ibig sabihin, how we do our work today is totally different from how we do our work probably even 5 years ago. Why? Because of the emergence of yun nga, yung agentic generative AI. Kasi may tulong talaga siya. So, what I showed you right now is essentially one of the first steps. Personally, one of the first steps that I do when it comes to tackling a particular situation right now. So, napapadali kasi yung analysis ko. Pero, hindi napapadali yung solution. Kasi yung solution kasi nasa implementation yun eh. That in itself is a totally different field na may effect yung artificial intelligence, pero yun kasi you really have to do something about that. Hindi pa siya, wala siya sa abstraction kasi. But anyways, the point I'm trying to make is this. Ang eskwelahan kasi, if you really, really, really think about it, okay, the way it's designed is that it is preparation for industry work. Whether this industry is yung basic may trabaho ka, or even as a researcher, or even as a business owner. Okay? This is researcher, industry work, or even a business owner. Lahat yan, okay, gets abstracted pabalik sa classroom. Yung classroom kasi, it's supposed to prepare you for this reality. Okay? Dito kasi sa school, it's a real safe space. Bakit sa safe space? Because nagbayad kayo ng tuition fee, di ba? Sa eskwelahan kasi, yung estudyante ang nagbayad sa eskwelahan. Tama? Clear? Clear po ba yan? Okay. Pero kapag nandito ka na kasi, ano na nangyayari? Diyan kasi, yung kumpanya ang nagbabayad na sa'yo. Yung dating estudyante, sila na nagbabayad sa'yo. Bakit ka binabayaran? Kasi, dapat, napag-aralan mo na kung paano gawin. Kaya for me, yung NTEM project is preparation for the actual work. So, the reason why I'm saying that is para isipin nyo na yung NTEM project, it's not just a project at the end of the term. It is a project that's supposed to transition you to the actual work. Kaya importante na when you try to solve a problem, it is already situated in how the business makes money. Is that clear, Mr. Reyes?
Yes po.
Okay. Oh, may question pa. Marami na nandito eh.
Wala
Supposedly.
na
Good.
wala
So
na
ano
po.
yung next step mo ngayon? Anong next step mo? Anong pwede kong asahan sa'yo pag nagkita tayo ulit? Oh, let's bring it back. Ang inaasahan ko sa'yo, pag nagkita tayo ulit, would be this. Hopefully, you could already tell me sino yung company, ano yung products or services that they provide. Sa konteksto nila, sana makapagbigay ka na ng high-level description nito. Kung hindi mo pa man siya matapos, okay lang. Pero sana nalampasan mo na tong number one na to. At sana nagsisimula ka na anywhere here. Is that clear?
Yes po.
Okay.
Thank
Unless you have something else for me, ako, I'm good na from my
you.
end. Okay na?
Okay na po, sir. Thank you po.
Okay, sige. Salamat. Oh, anyways, sirs, ma'am. Okay, Jeline, are you still there? Miss
Hello,
Pua?
sir. Sorry, sir. Nag-crash pa laptop ko.
Okay, sige. So ano, you have something na ba on your end?
Sir, ano lang po, decide lang po on which company to go to move forward po since may pinagpipilian lang po.
Okay, so you have na nga. You have something already.
Yes po, sir.
Okay, sige. You want to share something already or okay ka pa?
Ah, okay lang po ngayon. Ano po, yung pinagpipilian ko po kasi, yung isa po is yung FedEx na logistics po
Okay.
na company po. And then yung isa po is parang local business po talaga ng friend ng mom ko, which is parang coffee shop based po siya. So ngayon po parang pong mas maganda pong maging lead yung FedEx po since it definitely leans on the logistics side po.
Yeah. Pero kapag FedEx, you have to situate it. Ibig sabihin, hindi siya I don't want it kasi na parang paper review lang siya.
Apo.
So kung FedEx siya, kailangan bumaba ka sa isang branch nila.
Yes po, sir. Kasi po, yung ninong ko po, he works for FedEx sa Clark po.
Okay, sige, okay yan, maganda yan.
Yan na
Masaya
lang po,
yan,
sir.
masaya
Opo.
yan. Maguguluhan ka dyan, pero masayang magulo yan. Marami kang
Oh,
matututunan dyan. Okay, siguro. So, iligay lang natin sa konteksto ha, para malaman, para mailagay ko na dito. So,
sige po.
wait. So, you will be working on FedEx. Okay. Masaya yan. Tapos sa Clark, no? Oo nga. There,
Opo.
there was a time FedEx, the hub of FedEx was here in the Philippines. I don't know, 15, 16 years ago. Nalipat na yung hub kasi na sa China. But anyways, magandang
Mm.
pag-aralan yan. So
Thank you
that
po,
being
sir.
said,
Pero,
okay, go.
y- so far yun lang naman po ang, ano po, definitely choosing pa lang po ako. Kaya wala pa po akong for sa analysis and sa
Oh,
analysis
yeah.
of strategic or logistics.
Okay, sige. So ito lang siya. So just to be sure lang, no? Just to be sure. When we see each other, so sana nakapili ka na, di ba?
Yes po.
So kapag nakapili ka na, sana masabi mo na to. At sana
Yes po.
nakapagsimula ka na in any of the following. So ibig sabihin, when you see each other next week, una, you already made the choice. Tapos, ang
Yes.
expectation ko at the very least, nagawa mo na tong dalawa na to.
Yes po.
Okay? That's
Sige
it?
po, sir. Yes po, yan lang po.
Okay. O sige, good luck.
Sige. Thank you, sir. Thank you
Okay,
po.
sige, sige. Okay. So, anyways, ma'am, sir, okay. So, Villanueva, let's start with you. Let's go to you next.
Hello po, sir.
Yeah.
Yung sa akin po, Pure Foods po ulit yung choice kong company.
Okay. So, are you ready to present any of yung pino-point out ko kanina kay Miss kay Jelaine Pua? Are
Ah,
you ready to present already there?
ang naisip ko po, sir, ano po, yung pagfo-focusan ko po is yung transportation pati facilities.
Hindi,
Especially
teka muna, saan ka ba? Doon ka mismo sa manufacturing nila o saan?
sa ano po, sa manufacturing.
Okay. Sige. So,
Ano
anong
po,
naisip mo?
ano po kasi, ang base sa dad ko, nagkaka-problem po sila during bare months, especially bare months po ngayon. Kasi po, hindi po, sometimes hindi daw po nila ma-forecast kung gaano kadami yung demand ng mga yung mga bibilhin ng mga customers. Kaya nagkaka-problema po sila sa transportation pati facilities. Sa transportation naman daw po, nagkaka-problema po sila doon kasi hindi din po nila ma-forecast yung mga weather, ganyan, 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 ganyan.
Wait. So, manufacturing lang ba sila or distribution din sila?
This manufacturing and distribution po kasi yung Pure Foods. Tapos, inas ko po kasi if pwede yung ibang mga drivers. Kaso nga lang po, ang sabi po ng tatay ko is ano daw po, confidential po kasi yung ibang drivers sa kanila. So baka hindi daw po siya bigay ng information sa akin. Kaya naisip ko po na transportation and facilities na lang po.
Okay. Sige. Parang tulad ng discussion ko kanina kay Mr. Reyes. Ako, I really don't mind if you want to share. Okay, so you have two things kasi going for you. Una, your dad works there. Tapos in our present time and age, we already have AI or inorganic intelligence. So naglagay lang ako Okay, ng basic prompt yun. If you're using facilities, inventory, transportation, information, sourcing, and pricing as a supply chain driver in a framework, what could be the challenges for a hotdog manufacturing and distribution as seen from this framework? So provide example. So nung naglagay ako ng simple prompt na yan, ito binigay nila. Okay? So facilities, this is something that you can look at. Now, I'm not saying for sure your dad has years of experience in it. So wala akong problema doon. In fact, highly contextualized na yung binigay niyang information sa'yo. The mere fact na sinabi niya, ay nako, iha, baka mamaya yung iba baka confidential. Ayun, baka I cannot share that with you, which is well and good. Wala akong problema doon. Pero for the sake of the sake of your education, kailangan kasi ma-appreciate mo what are the challenges in a hotdog manufacturing company. What I'm saying is that maybe I'm sure your dad will not be able to provide you this kasi nga pinagbabawalan siya. Kasi nga siyempre may non-disclosure yan tsaka privacy. Pero kapag ginamit natin yon, in essence, nalilimitahan kung ano yung kaya mong pwedeng mapag-aralan. So, kaya may gamit ngayon yung Gemini, ChatGPT, Claude and stuff to allow you an insight doon sa manufacturing and distribution ng hotdog. Tapos, maybe in that context, ma-appreciate din natin kung bakit sinasabi ng dad mo na confidential siya. Okay? Pero kailangan kasi makita mo siya as a whole picture. Okay? Kasi nga, you are studying. So sa facilities, this could be an example for you. Kasi siya ay hotdog. Okay? So pagkasama kasi ang distribution dyan, ang hotdog, kailangan mo ng cold chain. Bakit kailangan ng cold chain? Kasi masisira kasi yung pagkain, di ba? So that's one thing that you could look. That's one of the things most probably if your dad is working there is very, very aware of. Pagdating naman sa inventaryo, this could also be an issue that your dad is aware of. In terms of transportation, here. In terms of information, here. In terms of sourcing, here. So, that being said, saan daw pwedeng pag-aralan?
Transportation facilities and inventory po.
O, yun. So, pwede tayong pumunta sa transportation at saka dito.
Opo.
Okay, sige, wala akong problema. Pero that being said, okay, so okay ako doon kung inventory ka or transportation, no? That's being shaped by the situation that you have, okay? Pero, according to our requirement kasi ng program natin, I would want lang sana na for you to have a discussion on sourcing information and and facilities too.
Okay po.
Okay? Tapos then you can go deep on inventory and transportation.
Okay po.
Okay.
Apo. Sir, yung facilities po pwede din po sabi ng
Okay, that's just good. Now, kung facilities din, again, I am, again, no? Kaya nga, ang sarap-sarap maging estudyante ngayon eh. Di ba? All I need to do is, alam mo yun, is to put sa prompt and there you go. Yeah. Now, gets ko yung sinasabi ng dad mo na forecast. Kasi number one naman talaga yung forecast. Kasi kapag mali yung forecast, may issue na yon. Pero kasi if you understand naman kasi yung forecasting, di ba? Meron kasing part talaga doon na pwede mo i-forecast. At may part doon na wala. Systemic talaga siya, meaning random. It's the randomness of reality na hindi mo naiintindihan kung bakit nangyari yun. Ano naman yun? since time immemorial talaga, a forecast cannot be 100% accurate. Kaya ang usapan sa forecast is percentage error or forecast accuracy. It's not exactness. Kasi expected na yon or hindi man expected. But it is already accepted na you cannot be 100% accurate in terms of forecast. So sa konteksto natin, na supply chain management tayo, ito ang lente na tinitingnan natin. Yung forecast kasi, that could be more of operations management rather than supply chain. So yun lang sa akin. Okay?
Apo.
Clear? So, you're clear kung ano ang isasubmit mo or ipe-present mo, ha? When
Apo.
the next time, ibig sabihin magpe-present ka na, ha?
Apo.
Hindi na kwento, ha?
Apo.
Hindi na ganito. Okay, so just to be clear, ha? So, ang inaasahan ko would be this very quickly here and maybe you can go deeper here. Okay?
Okay po.
Sige, thank you.
Thank you po. Sir, last na po, yung ano po, instructions niyo po na bago, yung parang mag-open po ng September 27, tapos isasubmit po ng October 11. Ipapasa po namin lahat ng course requirements na napasa na rin po sa ano.
Hindi, everything kasi is ang pinaka-deadline kasi ng lahat October 11. Kaso mas maganda na you start submitting stuff by tomorrow already kung ano yung ni-require. Tapos I will close it again para you can work on the next set. Kasi 3 set kasi yan eh. Madami yan. At in the past kasi, pumapangit yung output eh. So, I wanna ensure lang na there is a sense of urgency na tapusin yung output. Yun lang yun.
Okay.
If you can submit tomorrow, well and good. Please do it. Okay?
Okay po.
Okay, sige. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Yes, Mr. Yambot, your turn.
Good morning po, sir.
Yeah.
So, yung company po na napili ko po is Lawson Philippines po. Specifically po yung branch sa may Taft po
Ano
sa
siya?
Quirino. Under ng
Lawsons.
Opo, Lawson po.
Okay, saan siya? Anong branch
Sa
nila?
Taft po, Quirino, Harvard Suites po. Under po ng condominium.
Okay. Bakit doon?
Sir, kasi po doon din po ako nakatira and nawi-witness ko rin po.
So
Nawi-witness
friends
ko
ka
rin
na
po,
sa
sir.
kanila? Friends mo na sila?
Opo. Nakausap ko na po yung mga cashier and yung ibang manager po doon.
Ano sinabi mo sa kanila? Mapapadalas ka doon? O
Opo.
talagang madalas ka na doon?
Madalas po doon, lalo na po pag madaling araw, kaya nakikita ko po yung process nila sa pagdi-deliver po ng
So
goods.
inaabutan mo yon.
Inaabutan ko po na naglalagay po sila nagta-transport po yung truck ng food po, yung fresh goods
Yun,
and yung mga
yung
stocks.
nagbababa sa kanila. Kasi yun,
Opo.
galing sa commissary kasi nila no? So
Yes po.
replenish.
Opo, kaya po inaabangan ko kasi 12 para fresh po yung mga pagkain at saka kapag nagchakram po ng schoolworks, ganun po. So inaabutan ko po ng midnight snack.
So ito, at least ito kaya paano bago-bago pa, no?
Opo.
Teka muna, okay, sige. Okay ako dyan. Wala akong problema dyan. Sige, sir, okay. So, you know how to handle this already? Okay, anyway, sige. Let's have a discussion on it. Yes.
Pwede ko po, may nagawa na po kasi akong presentation. Pwede ko po ba i-discuss sa inyo yung initial po? Para
Yeah, sure,
po
go
at
ahead.
least,
Sige.
if
Share
ever
it now.
na,
Share it now.
okay
At
po.
least may audience ka pa. O, ayan. O, andiyan si Mr. Banal, andiyan si Mr. Reyes. O, di ba?
Let's go, Xavier.
Pwede mag-leave kayo. Joke lang.
Sir, kasama ako niyan naglolosan na madaling araw.
So, ano ka pa? Kumuha ka pa ng credit.
Oy, magkaiba naman tayo ng Lawson. Diyan kasi dito
Sige
close
na,
ako sa
sige na. Sige na.
So, ayun po. So, about po sa company, sa Lawson na branch na napili ko is ayun nga po under po ng condominium Harvard Suites po, and marami pong traffic ng tao po doon, like students, workers, and passerbys po, since near din po siya sa LRT station, so marami po talagang nakakapunta doon sa Lawson branch na yun. So yung palitan po ng food, yung fresh goods and yung snacks po is ayun din po, mabilis lang rin po. So yung industry overview niya is ayun, retail and convenience store niya. Convenience store, yung kalaban niya is mga 7-Eleven, Ministop, and the likes po. So yung market position niya, since Lawson is a company based from Japan, so dinala lang siya here sa Philippines. So in 2019, nagpartner yung Lawson sa Ayala Corporation and have a partnership deal, and nagko-continue pa siya mag-expand from 500 stores noong 2024. And yung competitive advantage niya is it lies in convenience, global reach, and strong franchise model and adaptability. So ayun nga, kahit baguhan pa lang siya, nakakasabay na agad siya sa market ng 7-Eleven and Uncle John's. So, ayun nga yung customer segments niya, yung individuals, families, workers, and commuters. So, very accessible siya for all. So, ayun po, yung Lawson supply chain infrastructure at Harvard Switch branch reflects a sophisticated Japanese retail model adapted to Philippine condition po. So, yung sa Japan po, yung culture po nila doon is dinala rin po here sa Philippines. So, yung ibang products po doon ay galing pa pong Japan. So, it operates with limited storage space kasi nga po, maliit lang naman kapag convenience store. And nagre-require siya ng precise inventory management. For fresh good items, so ayun po, yung portions of sales po nila doon, may refrigerated part po sila na nagpapalit lagi. And ayun nga po, sinabi ko nga po kanina na naaabutan ko rin po siya every 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. po. So, ayun po, kita ko naman po na maayos yung pagpalit nila. Like, hindi na po nila binibenta ulit kinabukasan yung product once na maano na po yung shelf life nung food. Since may mga beverage po doon na kunwari po, may mga gulay, Caesar salad, yung mga ganun po. So, yung sourcing po is designed to ensure a consistent, high quality, and cost-effective supply chain while also centering to local consumer preferences po. So the company employs advanced ERP and supply chain management systems to optimize inventory levels and minimize waste. However, Manila's traffic congestion po presents ongoing logistical challenges that require innovative routing solutions and strategic timing of deliveries. So kaya nga po ayun, baka nga po hindi ko pa po siya natatanong specifically sa Lawson kung bakit po sila nagde-deliver ng 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. Pero I assume po because of, ayun nga po, traffic congestion sa Manila. And since located po siya talaga sa busy na area in Taft. So, ayun po. Lawson Philippines Harvard Suite branch success stems from its integrated stakeholders ecosystem. So the customers drive product innovation, demanding fresh Japanese-inspired meals and premium convenience services. Franchisees and employees maintain operational excellence, while strategic partnership between Lawson Japan and Ayala Corporation provides both international expertise and local market insights. So they work closely po with diverse suppliers from Japanese specialty items to local fresh food suppliers po. And financial and technology partners enable seamless transaction and operational efficiency. So ayun nga po, nagtatanggap din po sila ng online payments po, as well as meron po sila dun sa convenience store nila na ATM. So since ayun nga po, dormers, workers, so may tendency po talaga na yung allowance na kinukuha nila is galing sa ATM. So very convenient po talaga for people yung place, and under ng condominium po siya. And financial and technology partners enable seamless transaction and operational efficiency through integrated systems. So nag-regulate naman po sila ng compliance with FDA Philippines and community engagement with local universities, create sustainable operations po. This integrated approach allows Lawson to differentiate from competitors like 7-Eleven, Family Mart, and the likes, Uncle John's, maintaining its premium market position through superior stakeholder relationship management and continuous innovation for the Philippines convenience retail industries po. And that's all po.
Okay. Oh, sige, masaya yan. Okay, sige, stop share. Okay, stop share tayo. So, okay yan. Good initial work. Okay. Basic lang naman to. So, nilagay ko, if we are using facilities, inventory, transportation, information sourcing, and pricing as a supply chain driver in a framework, what could be the challenges for a convenience store like Lawson's as seen from this framework? So ito, specific ito mismo doon sa branch, no? So this output already of Gemini provides you already of things that you can actually look at.
Sige po,
So
sir.
for facilities, if you want to go there, optimal store layout and space utilization. Okay. So you just have to read through that. Sa inventory, tulad ng binanggit mo, sa inexperience mo, yun nga, the mere fact na bumibili ka ng hating gabi, kasi nga, the product is actually fresh. Kaya ibig sabihin, sa point of view ng Lawsons, that is actually a challenge for them too. Okay? They could not give so much inventory kasi tatagal, di ba? Kung tatagal,
Yes po.
it needs more exposure doon sa store. However, kapag gano'n ang ginawa nila, may problema ka naman doon sa product freshness, no? So again, this is something that you could actually do. As to bakit siya 11 to 1 p.m., ako ang suggestion ko, huwag mo hulaan na dahil sa traffic, itanong mo bakit. Kasi
Yes po.
you have to understand yung Lawsons na nakikita natin as a retail shop, nag-exist siya para magbenta, di ba?
Yes po.
Pero ang tanong doon, saan yung kanilang komisari?
Mhm.
Di ba? So bakit may komisari? Palagay mo sa nila ginagawa yung sandwich. So ibig sabihin may komisari. So ibig sabihin may operations sa komisari na kailangang nakaharmonize sa operations ng Lawson. Di ba? So
Yes po.
that's something that you can look, no? If you want to look at that. Sa konteksto yun ng inventory. Okay? So that being said, let's na move forward pa. Sa transportation. Last mile delivery network. Sir, bakit sa last mile? Kasi nga, to the mind of Lawsons, meron kang Lawson head office, may Lawson ka distribution network. Tapos yung Lawson where doon pumupunta yung mga tao para bumili ng mga products. Ang tawag mo doon, that is already last mile. Ibig sabihin kasi, yun na mismo yung yun na doon na mismo pumupunta yung tao to buy from that. So sa konteksto ni Lawson, issue yun. Paano sila pumapasok sa mga congested na city streets and all of those stuff. Issue yan. Kaya mapapansin mo yung mga convenience store, and this is not only Lawson's, usually nasa at the very least, at the very worst, secondary road sila.
Yes
You
po.
could not see them in the tertiary road. Ibig sabihin ng, di ba, yung basic kasi na main road, main road yun. Tapos
Opo.
kapag may nilikuan sila after the main road, secondary road yun. Pag secondary road, may nilikuan ka pa, tertiary road yun. Yung tertiary road kasi
Totoo ba na po?
super na yun specialized. Ibig sabihin, yung mga taong gumagamit ng tertiary road is talagang papunta na doon kung saan sila pupunta. Ibig sabihin, end na yon. Pag
Opo.
secondary kasi, pwede pa siyang pumunta kung saan-saan, no? Pero syempre, mas maganda kapag main road. So, sa ganong klaseng konteksto, depende kasi kung saan nakalagay yung facilities. That will also shape ano yung mga giging last mile delivery network niya. Okay? Sa konteksto naman ng information, this is something that you could also look at. Sa konteksto ng sourcing, this is something that you could look at. Now, yung pinresent mo kasi, okay yun, no? Okay yun. Pero medyo sa appreciation ko ngayon, parang it's just an initial step.
Yes po, sir.
I would want you to go deeper pa doon sa
Okay.
pinresent mo. Okay? I would really want you to go deeper pa sa konteksto na, okay, if you're looking at sourcing, lalim pa.
Opo.
Like for example, paano sila kumukuha ng selection process, ano ba yung purchasing method nila, kung yan ay kinukuha mo sa appreciation mo ng retail nila, how does the sale of retail affect ano yung binibili sa head office. Pwede mo kasing tanungin yung tao doon sa kinakaibigan mo sa Lawsons. May mga bagong products ba kayo dito? Ibig sabihin, anong products dito na lumabas lang over the past 3 months? Diba? Kasi ang ibig
Yes.
sabihin nun, kung past 3 months yun, ibig sabihin, somebody has thought about it. Naghanap siya ng source kung sino pa pwede maging supplier para ma-prepare at para ma-deliver. So sa ganong klaseng konteksto, dinaanan mo yung sourcing at saka purchasing, di ba? So
Yes po.
magpakwento ka. So pero maganda yung naisip mo na, hey, you need to have a very good, you need to somehow have a access and, conversational relationship with the person.
Yes po.
Okay? So, kaibiganin mo, isama mo yan si Mr. Banal o kain kayo ng madalas. Yun. Ganon. Okay? So, when we see
Yes
each
po.
other, okay na ako dito kasi I think you already hit it already. So, we're good. In your context, okay na ako dyan sa 1 and 2, the first 2 bullets. I just would want you to
Yes.
go deeper lang doon sa mga ibang parts. Okay?
Okay po, sir.
Okay, so that being
Yes
said,
po.
ano yung medyo so far, no? Based from your conversation with them, where do you want to go? Anong
Sa
medyo right now? Anong framing mo?
sa inventory and transportation po sana, sir.
Okay, sige. Mukha naman mukhang nandoon Okay, sige. But anyways,
Sir, dalawa lang naman po,
diretso
right?
tayo doon. I'm sorry?
Dalawa lang po yung need na focus po.
Oo. Pero but you need to provide an analysis first,
Yes po, yes po.
Okay, you need to provide an analysis para when we go for this, you already have yun. Okay?
Okay. Okay po, thank you po.
Kasi ito talagang sa taas, ano lang yan analysis lang yan. Para
Opo.
malaman mo, ganun-ganun. Para later on, makapag-form ka ng conclusion and you could form recommendations also.
Okay, sir.
Okay?
Gets po, thank you po.
Okay, sige. Thank you. Okay. Tapos na si Mr. Yambot. Mr. Banal, let's go with you.
Sir, share screen ko lang po.
Go ahead.
Hello sir.
Yep.
Nakikita po ba? So, yung pong company na naano ko po sir, pinresent ko po last meeting, yung pong Fit and Chick Corporation. Sila po yung supplier from San Miguel Corporation here in Pampanga po. So, ang ginawa po sa akin nung kinausap ko po sila, dinirect na lang po nila ako dun sa mismong ano po nila, talagang manufacturing side. Ako, hindi na po siya doon sa parang supplier side. So parang nakahiwalay po siya sir, sa dalawa. So yung isa yung pong nagsusupply sa SMC. ano naman po siya, puro chicken lang daw po. Ito daw po, parang newly established company lang daw po nila from 2021. So ito po yung about the company. So since 2021, naka-based po siya sa Lubao, Pampanga. Tapos yung goal po niya ay makapag-produce ng healthier, more nutritious processed meat and related food products. So yung story behind po nito, sir, kaya po nag-ano sila, parang nag-initiate na magkaroon po ng parang healthier and more nutritious processed meat kasi po yung parang head po or yung boss po nila parang nagka-cancer po and hindi po siya wala po siyang access to parang mga veggie meats po, ganun like yung mga quarter pounder po or yung mga Hungarian sausage po na ganito. So, ang ginawa po nila, gumawa po sila ng sarili nilang brand and yun po yung parang inspiration nila from that. Tapos, yung pong size po ng company, medyo maliit lang po kasi siya kasi parang meron lang po silang manufacturing facility na isa lang po ata or dalawa. Hindi ko pa po na-confirm kasi medyo short lang po yung conversation namin dun sa site. Tapos nasa ano pa lang po siya, growth financing stage and puro ano lang po sila ngayon, research and development and improvement. Tapos as of now po, meron lang po silang 6 na products ngayon. First is the premium Hungarian sausage. Second is the skinless longganisa. And third is the beef quarter pounder. Tapos may hotdog po. Then beef patty and pork tocino. Tapos meron pa po akong isang nakalimutan, sir, yung pork barbecue po nila. Tapos yung supply chain strategy po nila, sir. Tapos nakabalance po siya between efficiency and responsiveness. So, yung po kasing kinausap ko po doon, yung dad ko po mismo, siya po yung parang nasa operations po and more on logistical side and sourcing. Sabi po niya sa akin, nag-operate daw po yung company in more on like competitive industry kasi yung pong cost control, yung product quality, and yung timely delivery daw po, critical. Tapos, on the side of efficiency daw po, mini-maintain niya po yung pagka-streamline ng operation nila sa production facility nila sa Lubao. So, yung setup lang po nila, minimize po nila yung overhead cost para makapag-monitor daw po sila ng better production processes. So, yung workforce po nila, under ano lang po sila, 50 to 100 employees. So, ano pa lang daw po sila, parang hindi pa daw po sila makakapag-exceed sa labor cost, pero kaya na po nilang i-sustain yung consistent na production volumes. Tapos, yung focus daw po nila ngayon is in-house research and development. So, kailangan daw po makapag-contribute doon yung like efficiency by parang nagre-reduce po sila ng reliance sa external suppliers nila for innovation and improvements in recipes. Tapos, yung sa packaging po nila ngayon, dati po nasa white lang po sila na parang sobrang generic lang po na white. Tapos ngayon po ito po, meron na po silang packaging po talaga na nagawa. Kaka-implement lang po nito last year po. Tapos, yung pong sa sourcing nila, ang kaya inaano po nila dun sa reducing reliance on external suppliers, parang ang ginagawa po nila, hindi po sila more on kumukuha sa sarili nilang ngayon, parang meron po kasi silang sariling parang farm. Ang ginagawa po nila parang hati po. Kasi yung pong problem daw po, minsan, parang nagre-record daw po yung parang may virus po ata di ko na po siya masyado natanong, pero lagi daw pong may virus na nag-occur sa mga animals po. Kaya kapag mayroon daw pong ganun, sa ibang mga supplier po sila kumukuha na wala pong positive na virus dun sa area na yun. Pero usually po sa Tarlac po sila kumukuha. Then yung facility po, ini-streamline niya po dito yung naka-centralize po yung production niya dito sa Lubao, Pampanga. Kasi ito po yung pinaka malapit na parang pwede yung mga manufacturing and processing facility kasi accessible po siya by Subic Clark Tarlac Expressway. So, pwede po siya makapag-SC-text po agad yung mga trucks and malapit po siya sa mga farm to market roads. Then, yung pong facility po nila, ito lang po yung nabigay sa akin. Yung po daw, ano nila, ito lang daw po muna yung mga processing and manufacturing equipments nila. Parang iilan lang po sila, sobrang lit lang po sino facility. Parang iilan lang po yung mga employees na nakakapag gawa po doon. So, parang parang ang parang ang kaya lang po nila is parang per month kaya lang po nila makapag-produce ng 5,000 pieces ganun. Then, meron lang po silang dalawang finished goods cold storage and so far yun pa lang po yung natanong ko, sir.
Okidoki, maganda yan. Okay, Mr. Banal. Okay, tara. Stop share. So, tulad ng what you showed me is a very good start. No? But I'm expecting that since you have conversations with your dad, masaya yan. So ako, medyo naglagay lang ako ng wrinkle here ha. So, kailan sila nagsimula? 2021, tama ba?
Yes po, 2021
Okay.
po.
So, naglagay ako dito, if we're using facilities, what could be the challenges for a 5-year-old process meat manufacturing distribution as seen from this framework? So, nagbigay siya. Actually, sa mga binanggit mo sa akin kanina, mukhang totoo na yon, no? Especially itong part na ito, yung sinasabi mo na they may not actually have the proper capacity yet to meet
Opo.
the demand. Okay, so lumutang. Ito yung ito yung gamit ng machine learning na behind the engine of yung artificial intelligence as we call it now. Kumukuha kasi sila ng sangkatutak na data across the world, no? So what you're experiencing, what we're saying here is that it is generally a common experience sa isang startup. Hindi na startup eh. Medyo young company already. Na obviously, more success will lead to more complication. So, ito siya. So, ako, how you use the following would be validate. Totoo ba to sa kanila? So, tanda mo, meaning ano naman to? Naka-record naman to. You can always go back here kung anong ginamit kong prompt. Or you can in fact improve the prompt that I used, no? So, nasa yun na yun. So, basta yung sa atin lang is that, okay, you go use your inorganic intelligence, maglagay ka ng prompt, maglalagay ng response yon. Tapos yung response na yon, you ask, kamusta siya? Is it existing? Is it a reality that's existing doon sa company that you are studying? Okay? So,
Okay po, sir.
okay. So, in facilities, this could be the issues that they're gonna have, inventory, transportation could also be something na issue sa kanila. Information could also be something na problema din sa kanila. Ang ibig sabihin kasi ng fragmented information system is that it's across, it exists kaso it's not yet integrated. So it takes time to see the whole picture. Yun ang ibig sabihin ng fragmented. Next one would be this. Sourcing. Tulad ng binanggit mo kanina, di ba, may issue yun. Baka pag kumuha sila sa local, yun nga, basta may nangyayaring disease whatever, di ba? Tama ba pagkarinig ko sa'yo kanina?
Opo.
May virus.
Naalala ko na po, sir, African swine fever
Ayan,
po.
yan. Basic yan eh. Yan. Okay? Tapos yan, syempre, yung pricing. Maganda yung napili mo kasi you will really see a lot of situations, a lot of improvement opportunities. Kasi nga, they're starting. No? Their system is not yet maturing. So maraming trabaho talaga dyan. Which means, from a learning perspective, very rich yung situation that you find yourself in. So anyway, so okay na ako dun sa pinresent mo kanina. I'm good with it. But what I'm asking you na lang would be, I would want you to go deeper. Okay? Para
Yes
tulad
po,
ng
sir.
sinabi ko kanina, no? Sa Chemistry Ambot. I'm good with what you presented. Very good. But this time, I would want you to even go deeper. How do they go about supplier selection process? Paano yung purchasing methods nila? Okay, meron na ba silang IT? Hindi ko alam. So it's for you to find out. So facilities, inventory, transportation. So if I ask you right now, knowing what you know now, no, where do you find yourself gravitating? What part, anong driver kaya ang gusto mong pag-aralan? Based on what
Yung,
you know right now.
yung nakikita ko po, sir, medyo mahirap yung inventory po kasi wala po silang parang inventory management system. Kaya facilities na lang po or transportation.
Hindi naman, ikaw naman. For sure may inventory management system yan kasi kabahan naman ako kung wala. O hindi, malamang bulok na lahat yun, di ba? Baka hindi lang pa siya structured, di ba?
Opo,
So,
sir, parang nung napansin ko po kasi nung nandun po ako, parang alam po nila kailan yung mga may-expired na kasi nasa pinakadulo po nung ano, nung cold chain po tatawag nila dun eh.
mm-mm.
Nasa pinakadulo po. Tapos may mga ano lang po sila, date. Tapos ang ginagawa po nila pag malapit na po siyang, like nearing na po siya for maging ma-perish na po. Ang ginagawa na lang po nila, binabagsak presyo po nila kasi wala pa po sila masyadong sinusuplayan na mga malalaking supermarket. So mostly po, malilit lang po. Kaya po yung maganda lang po sa kanila, yung wholesale po nila, anything po basta 5 pieces and above, wholesale na po siya nun.
Ano yun? O, okay yun. Pero ibig sabihin nun, may challenge sila ngayon sa paghahanap ng customer pa, di ba?
Opo.
So may issue pa sila in terms of sales. Okay. Pero ano yun? It's not supply chain eh. Pero from a business perspective, I think they still have to set up their own sales network. Pero okay yun. Kasi lulutang kasi talaga yung tinatawag mong ah, downstream issues. Kasi pagdating kasi sa manufacturing, sa operations management, di ba may tinatawag kang downstream? Hindi ko alam kung naririnig mo na yung gamit na to, upstream.
Opo,
Pag
naririnig na
downstream
po.
kasi, near customer, downstream yan. Pag upstream, yun nga, sourcing, purchasing. Siyempre, pag ang inventaryo mo dito, babagal yung utilization mo, yung paggamit mo. Kasi baka mamaya, hindi pa gaano yung penetration mo to the market, di ba? Hindi pa talaga siya consistent. Dahil hindi siya consistent, ano nangyayari? Yun nga, nagkakaroon ng near expiry here. So, but that in itself kasi, bakit wala kang makuwang sales? It could be baka mamaya yung sales network mo, maliit. Baka kailangan lakihan mo yung sales network mo. Diba? Pag nilakihan mo naman ang sales network mo, papasok ka naman ngayon sa transportation. Diba? Kasi mas lalayo yung magiging delivery mo, di ba? Mas lalayo yung delivery mo na. Kaya maganda siyang pag-aralan, no? Pero if you wanna go into the inventory side of it, or you wanna go to the facility side of it, please, as of the moment, hold those things muna. I would want you to see it muna as a whole. And then, once you see it already as a whole, then maybe you could say, hey, maybe this is the best situation that I want to be studying. Kasi tulad ng framework kasi natin, di ba? Sorry, balik lang ako dito. The first thing you need to understand is that paano ba sila gumagawa ng pera. So, kailangan very clear muna yun. Kasi based on that, you can now start to ask, ano kayang ginagawa nila sa facilities, inventory, transportation, information, pricing, and sourcing that impedes them in making money? And then once you do that, then and only then can you say, okay, I will like to take a look at that particular driver. Claro?
Yes po, sir.
Okay. Sige. So any questions?
So yung sa next ano ko po, sir, ano na po yung ipapakita
Okay.
ko,
Ang
sir?
next ko for you would be, okay na ako dito sa dalawa ha. Okay na ako dyan. Panalo na yan. So the next one for me would be, can you take a look deeper pa? Pagdating doon sa sourcing nila, how they go about supplier selection process, siguro i-discuss mo in terms of information system, paano ba sila nagko-collect, nag-i-store, at saka nagpo-process ng information nila. Sir, anong collect, store, and pinoprocess nila? Anything that has to do about their production. How do they go about it? Meron na ba silang enterprise resource planning? O lahat tayo ay naka-Excel pa? Hindi ko alam. So take a look at that. Klaro?
Okay po, sir.
Tapos, what I'm saying lang is, lumalim pa yung appreciation mo ng driver sa bawat isang driver. And then and only then, can you say, I want to take a look at the following. Yung flow kasi ng ating intern project is like that. Analyze first which one you think has a critical issue, and then recommend. Okay?
Okay po.
Clear na?
Clear po.
Okay, sige. Ingat.
Thank you po.
Sige. So, just to step back, time and date, and let's see who we actually saw. So, this is the schedule that the people that we wanted to see. So, Jeline came in, but she had problems at the beginning because like down nata yung kanyang laptop. But anyway, so she was a show. Reyes was a show. Villanueva was a show. Yambot was a show. Banal was a show. However, Barberia and Ordonio, both of them are a no-show. So that being said, it's already 8. The last person supposed to be coming in is at 8:45. And if you notice, all of this thing has a 15-minute increment. So at 8:45, we're done waiting for Barberia because it is already 9:05. So that being said, let me now close the session already. Okay, guys. So guys, stay safe.